step into your fears and continue to push yourself to go on, something happens for you. It will enable you to transcend yourself. Develop the habit of giving more than what you're paid for. Develop the habit of setting standards that others will be measured by. Someone said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. If there's something that you want and you're hungry for it, you've got to do whatever is necessary until. And when you give the best you can and that's not enough, you must do what is required.
My dreams don't live down there. That's what my granddad used to tell me. When I used to walk in them projects, I look down, I see crack needles. I see bullets. I see blood stains. But when I looked in the sky, I saw my dreams. I saw my opportunity. When I would go to school, they would tell me I was too dumb. They told me I'd be like my father, like my family, selling dope, going to the penitentiary, never seeing what the real world would be. See, I was a kid, couldn't read till it was 16, but my dream was bigger than my reality. I'm telling you, young king, keep fighting, because your life depends on it. Just like when you get hit with that bullet, and your boy is telling you, don't stop breathing, don't stop fighting. You still got life to live. Because if you lay there in your pool of blood, you're gonna die there. Young king, learn how to fight for your purpose and not the money.
You gotta have a vision for what it is you really, truly want. A vision is about what you're here to create. A vision that really works is one that excites you. It has to be a compelling vision. It's gotta have something that has the power to pull you, not something you have to push yourself to do. Those are two different kinds of motivation. Push requires willpower, and willpower never lasts. What will last is pull. Having something so exciting, so attractive, something you desire so much that you have a hard time going to sleep at night and you get so up early in the morning to rock it and take it to the next level.
Do you know what it takes to be great? Are you willing to go that extra mile? A grinder wakes up early. He stays up late. I tell you time and time again, you will get tired. But if you have a why, we'll give you that extra strength, that extra foot you need, that extra hour you need, the courage, the mentality. Why are you different from everyone else who's trying to do the same thing you're doing? What makes you stand out? Why are you so important? Somebody's waiting for you to mess up. Somebody's waiting for you to give up. Someone is waiting for you to fall. So don't just talk about your grind. Don't just talk about how much you're this and that. Show me.
Can never win the world by talking. Years ago, people say, Alibaba model is terrible. Does not make money, have this and that, all the big bad things, because Amazon is better, eBay is better, Google is better, and there's no such model like Alibaba in the USA. So I told myself and people, we were better than people thought.
You tried to get into 3 colleges. Each time they rejected you.
So I failed 3 times. But a lot of fail. I failed for funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times. And I failed 3 times for the middle school. Even today, we still have a lot of people reject us. For 3 years, I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. Talk to him, say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years. These Western foreign tourists opened my mind because everything they told me are so different from the things I learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I read, I use my mind. Think.
Why did you call it Alibaba?
Alibaba? Well, when I started, I think internet is global. We should have a global name. And a name that, interesting, like at that time, the best name is Yahoo. Right? So I've been thinking for many days, suddenly think Alibaba is a good name. So I was happened to be in San Francisco that day. I have a lunch and the waitress come. I asked her, do you know about Alibaba? She said, yes. I said, what is Alibaba? She said, Open Sesame. Good. So I went on the street, asked about 10, 20 people. They all know about Alibaba, 40 Thieves, and Open Sesame. And I think this is a good name. And start with A, whatever you talk about, Alibaba is always.
Word to the wise. Ignore your haters and remove your takers. I'm gonna tell you like this. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's later on in this week, you are going to probably find out that someone hated on you. You're gonna get the news. And you're either gonna feel some type of way about it, sad down in the dumps, or you're gonna do what you should do and ignore it, or use it as fuel to drive you to make sure you prove that hater wrong. They only hating on you because they wish they were you. They only hating on you because they know you're doing great things. They know you're doing phenomenal things. If they ain't hating, then you probably not doing something right. So let this serve as your hater repellent for the day. Matter of fact, let it serve as your hater repellent for your life. And you let them know, if you hating, I ain't relating. So you gotta keep them boxing gloves ready, so you can knock them haters out with a power punch of massive success. We don't got no time for no haters. We understand they will be there. They will be yep. We don't got time for that yep. All they doing is talking. While they're talking, we're doing. While they're resting, we're taking action. So we understand it's part of the territory. So therefore their words, we render them powerless. They had the words, but we had the power. Never forget that. Haters mean nothing to you. I know your haters are lurking, but you can't even hear them because you're too busy grinding hard and working. Now that we can kick those haters to the curb, we need to come up with a plan for those takers in your life. Because you keep giving and you keep giving, all of you. They have absolutely no problem taking. It's time for you to stand up for yourself, because they take your heart. They try to take your soul. They try to take your mind. They take your money. They take your time. And they try to take your spirit. This is the moment that you say, listen, stop. And you say, no, I refuse to be a doormat. I refuse to be a doorstop for you. It all stops right now. We're gonna create a win-win situation, or there will be absolutely no situation at all. So you gotta come up with a plan. Because you're a giver. And that's probably just who you are. And that means you gotta set limits. Because I promise you, the takers never do. They will keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, if you keep giving and giving and giving. But no more, no longer. You gotta get rid of those blood-sucking leeches, because they will suck you dry. And they know it. So they play on who you are. They play on your innocence. They play on your emotions. That's the bad news. The good news is you have an opportunity to change that. You have the power to change that. So this is the perfect time for you to come up with a plan to remove yourself from that one-sided friendship, from that one-sided relationship where you are the only one putting in the effort. I need you to take that effort and get yourself out of that situation and remove that toxic person or those toxic people from your life. Enough of the giving. Enough of allowing them to take and use and abuse you and steal your joy and your peace of mind. If it's not a win-win, like I said earlier, it doesn't exist. So ignore your haters and remove your takers and put yourself in a position to climb over the hump and make each and every day of your life a Wednesday. Remember, you are an unbreakable force. And I want to see you happy. This is a great day to win. Let's go. If people laugh when you tell them your dreams, if you've ever been so low, you felt like you wanted to scream. If you've ever been doubted in your quest to achieve, if the non-believers' voices were so loud, you almost started to believe that they were right. Hold up. This is the moment that I remind you that they are never right. Because you were born to be a beacon of light. You were born to overcome any fear or any fright. You were born to have next level vision and not just sight. You were born with the heart, will, and passion to never give up and fight and fight and fight. If they say there's no way, make it. Never ask for permission to be great. You take it. Greatness is yours to claim. You just gotta stake it. When they try to lock you up with a mental chain, you break it. Never settle for mediocre or average. Think big, outside the box, shoot for Mecca, or even better yet, go for galactic. When they think you're about to throw in the towel, use it to wipe the sweat off your face, look them dead in the eye and smile. Because they underestimated your heart, and they didn't think you had the resiliency to go that extra mile. But you do. If you fall down 2,051 times, you get back up 2,052. Because you're rare like that rose that grew in concrete. When they say you can't do it, prove them wrong and do it anyway. Believe in something, believe in you. And never forget, you were born to be spectacular. It's in your DNA. You got this.